Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh. I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Yahshua Allah. Call Haloyam La. Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. Bahasham Harakah Kodash, for blessing our elders with the spirit of truth, so that we may know. Shout out to the Akim and the Akwa that's keeping the faith in the works. Salam. Y'all keep at it. It's your brother Abaya coming at you with more quoted precepts. Scripture tells us, pray not for these people being the wicked of Yahshua. And there's a reason why the Lord said don't pray for these people, because they continue to disobey. Right? They continue to follow the world. Worldly individuals who have no conscience as it pertains to doing right. They have no conscience as far as, the top two laws, which is love Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai with all that's in you, and love your neighbor as you love yourself. Roughly paraphrasing. Alright? Our people have no conscience to do so. They don't feel bad or guilty when they go against that. Alright? Proof that they don't love the Lord with all their heart, mind, and soul is the truth is presented to the world. If you really love the Lord, you're going to listen. Right? Even if it sounds different from what you've been hearing your whole life. If a person is going into the scriptures, you're going to listen to the scriptures. Right? They don't love the Lord with all their heart, mind, and soul. They don't love their neighbors as they love themselves. Because Jakes are some of the most scheming individuals on earth, man. Right? Some of the most low down individuals on earth. Right? I said, man, scripture says what it says for a reason. And that's also why things are happening around the world how they are happening. People think it's, president on his own that's doing all of these things, but scripture says the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. He turneth it whithersoever he will. Roughly paraphrase. Alright, man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? Alright, so the Lord is putting the spirit on the devil to be the devil. Alright? Putting the spirit on the devil to not try to hide so much anymore, and it's only going to get worse and worse and worse. Alright? Scripture says plagues hit this earth like a woman giving birth, and in the 9th month it's full-fledged on. Alright, so I would say we about in the 8.5, 8 3/4 up in this mug, based off of how everything looking. Jacob's trouble is here. We are witnessing the beginnings of it. We are seeing, the beginnings of tribulation, targeted against the Lord's people, not necessarily the elect. I say not necessarily because they're not announcing that, the elect that has done this and we've done that, so now, it's just all about those individuals who take the Bible serious. I seen a video of kind of sort of going on the same topic. I seen a video of a dude that was saying that the whole Bible is a book of allegory. Like it didn't, none of it really happened, which is crazy as hell to me, because you can literally go into history and read about certain people, see certain people, see certain events that's written in the scriptures, thousands of years before, right? And written in the scriptures, speaking about events that you can read about in Esau Edom's school books, right? Because it really happened, right? But that 2/3 mindset, man, they don't really believe in the word like that. They don't really believe in power like that, to be honest with you. They don't really believe in consequences for their actions, and scripture speaks about that, right? Because you're not instantly judged off of your sin. You feel as though there's no judgment coming. Like I said, roughly paraphrasing, I believe it's in the book of Sirach. All right? But it's a judgment coming. The Lord just keeping tabs, man. All right? Just keeping tabs for the individuals that slotted for destruction. Because it's individuals that slotted for destruction. Right? Of the Lord's own people. All right? And you'll get the full understanding in the kingdom to come, but in this world, the Lord gonna do you bad, man. He's gonna do you bad. And it's all because, you stiff-hearted, you stiff-necked, hard-hearted, Don't want to listen, hard-headed, can't nobody tell you nothing. Or, well, you stiff-hearted in one of two ways. Either you extra hard and extra niggerish, or you extra soft and extra niggerish. Alright? Extra hard meaning you one of them niggas that's, breaking into folks' stuff, or sleeping with, whoever, and you whatever. You doing whatever these want to do. You extra soft, meaning you may know you an Israelite. You may know that. But the doctrine of slaves in the kingdom, that's too hard for you. You can't see that, right? Or the doctrine of, you mean to tell me the Lord has a chosen people and everybody else he don't care about? You know what I'm saying? That's offensive to you. So you either or. It's either or, right? 2/3. 2/3 minded individuals, right? But at the end of the day, we're witnessing the fall of the daughter of Babylon, and with what's going on as far as the food, all of that is prophetic. That's 2 Ezra 15 all day. People gonna be kicking in doors for lack of bread and for great tribulation. And I just seen on Google for Alabama, yeah, no snap for you. And come November, they done already declared it. Over with. Right? So November, check. Get what? 9 times out of 10, December, check. So the Lord, and you can't, if you can't see the spirituality in this, you are blind. We've been prophesying for so long. The elder apostles, the elders, the elder bishops, for so long, to the point to where when Christmas roll around, so-called Christmas roll around, so-called Thanksgiving roll around, man, ain't even going into that topic no more. Not really, because I may say, I ain't gonna lie, I may say something, I may present information, but I'm not finna just the whole month. I ain't, like, when I first came into the truth, first got the knowledge, the whole month of December was all about debunking Christmas. The whole month of November was all about showing the true origins of Thanksgiving. Every holiday, the whole month, I'm going in on whatever it is. But now it's like, you niggas gonna do what you gonna do anyway, so what the hell why am I wasting And scripture says that don't waste your pearls on swine. That's a rough paraphrase. So the spirit was on me like, man, hey, bump all that, man. You know what I mean? The people who's supposed to know know. Now if the spirit come on me to, present information, like I said, I do it. I present information. Ain't finna be no whole month of it. Unless that's what the spirit, wants to happen. I seriously doubt it. Because we not in that time now. We not in that time of, brother, you know who you are, or, the origin of Christmas, and nah, man, like, we in a time of, get your spirit right, because Esau Edom is about to march on your streets, kick in your doors, and snatch your ass up out the house. We in the time of, saints watch your back when you go grocery shopping, because that lack of bread, we seeing it come, we seeing it manifest. That's the time we in. Scripture tells us it's seasons for things. Right? So it ain't always time to be asking somebody, do you know who you are? I said, if you out speaking and, the sign out, somebody stop looking at the sign, okay. That means you're intrigued. Right? You got any questions, you know who you are, you see yourself on the sign, want. But as far as any and everybody, I ain't even talking to any and everybody when I go out to speak. When I go out to speak, I'm speaking to whoever will hear. I'm not addressing a person personally at all, unless I say they may walk by and give me a nod or something, or say what up or whatever, something like that. Other than that, prophesying to the wind, man. And all that have ears to hear, they will hear. But you 2/3, you not gonna hear it. So the Lord gonna make you hear it. He's going to force you to hear it. We've been telling you stop celebrating these days. The Lord gonna sit your ass down and make you stop celebrating these days. One way or the other, you are going to stop. That's why Scripture says the same must know it after death by pain. One way or the other, you gonna know it. We choosing the easy route, right? Yahushua told us that yoke, if we put that yoke on our shoulders, it's easy. We choosing the easy route. Y'all niggas choosing the hard route. The Lord gonna put all kind of foot in your ass. Alright? So, hey, appreciate your sacrifice too. Scripture says the wicked, I said once again, roughly paraphrasing, the wicked is the sacrifice for the righteous. So appreciate it. And call Haloyam La Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Harakah Kodash Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ratazah. I ain't in that wicked number. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ratazah. In that righteous number of individuals who have faith and works. Right? Revelation chapter 14, James chapter 2, so forth and so on. Right? Faith without works is dead being alone. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints that here those that keep the commandments of power and the faith of Yahushua. Alright? So, yeah, Yashala. We almost out this bit. It looks like we almost out of here. The signs are pointing that way. Alright? We're not going off of ambition. We're going off of what the Lord is blessing us to see, which makes all the difference in the world. Why? Because blessed are your eyes for they see and your ears for they hear. Alright, so I'll end with that, man. With that, Yahweh Shem Shai Ratazah, these quoted precepts in this video was edifying. Kol Haloyam La Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Harakah Kodash Shalom Yashar Allah Shalom Shalom and the Baba.